Hello, class. I just want to touch base with you and just give you a taste of humanity, so we're not just going back and forth on text. But I hope that you are all enjoying your week. It's supposed to get even nicer as far as the weather in the next couple days, so hopefully you can get outside and go for a walk and enjoy yourself during this time of social distancing. Just want to touch base as far as math, though, that I'm hoping that we are all able to get over the hump of the quadratic methods lesson. I know that's the really challenging lesson. It does get easier from here. So as we're now getting into the graphing of quadratic functions, hopefully the first little bit is just a refresher from earlier in the course where we did the whole transformations of shifts left and right, shifts up and down, reflections, with the only added new piece of the stretches. So when we're vertically stretching, instead of our 149 rule, that we're going to say, multiply by that a value. So that should be the only main thing that's different for the first section of the graphing. And then the second section of that lesson, the second half of it, is where we say, hey, what if we're not in that nice pretty form? How do we figure out what the vertex is, or which way we've been shifted, and what the a value is? And so hopefully we're getting a good chance to play around with that. The last lesson that we're going to deal with in regards to the circle and some other inequalities will hopefully be fairly easy, and then we'll go ahead and test over that material. We're going to wrap up the last chapter in the course. Is going to be about exponential and logarithmic functions, which should be very fitting. I know that you're seeing a lot in the news about exponential functions, so it'll be nice to see some of the math behind it and start to understand the importance of the social distancing and how lowering the base of an exponential function, which is really what we're trying to do as a society right now, is saying instead of having a base of 2 where we're doubling every so often, maybe we can get that base lower, and that'll decrease the steepness of that exponential function, or the steepness of infection, the rate of infection. So that's kind of the goal. So it'd be kind of cool to see some of the math behind this and see how the graphs look and see how equations work with it and what kind of word problems we can solve that are similar. And so it'll be kind of cool in that chapter to see how this thing about infections is similar to population growth, is similar to how interest is earned in a bank account or an investment. So how these things can be related mathematically. It's kind of nifty. So anyhow, I hope you are all enjoying yourself, and please feel free to stop into my virtual office if you need any help with anything at all. I'm in my virtual office Monday through Thursday from 10:45 a.m. until 2 o'clock p.m. I'm also in there at 9 p.m. on Tuesday evenings. I don't stay if there's nobody there on the Tuesday evenings, but during the day, I just stick around. I'm just doing other work at my computer. If somebody stops in, I'm happy to help, and I can answer any questions you have, or even you just want to see some humanity. I know that sometimes it can be a little bit rough being cooped up in our houses, so feel free to stop in and just say hello. Have a wonderful day.